There's a gender revolution going on right now, but it's not what it seems. It's not about gender, but about freedom of self-expression. Male and female are biological sexes. Man and woman are gender identities. When we are medically assigned a biological sex at birth, we are also handed one of two manuals. These manuals, simply by taking into account our sex organs, are given to inform us what we are expected to like or enjoy, what we are expected to wear, what we are expected to be good at, what we are expected to feel, who we are expected to hang out with most socially for either a sense of belonging or safety, how we are expected to express what we feel, which career we are supposed to have, and more. Extrapolating information from biological sex and creating an identity from that results in what we know as a gender identity. Here's a breakdown for that nomenclature. Definition of gender: pertaining to biological sex or our deeply held inner feelings about biological sex. Definition of identity: who we feel and know ourselves to be at any given time. So, man and woman are gender identities. Now, let's leave biological sex, the physicalness and sensation of the body, completely to one side for a moment. Now let's re-examine how an identity is formed. We take a trait or a characteristic, we examine it and form a meaning, and then we embody it and perform it. So it's a feeling, and then an expression of that feeling. And now comes the big question that's on my mind. Why are so many of us allowing society to tell us about any aspect of our self, what meaning we should assign, and how we should then express it? Isn't it a clue that something is off when this is all about self-knowing and self-expression within and radiating out of our own unique selves, and yet there are only two manuals available? And heaven forbid that you should dare to ask for a different manual than the one you were given. The construct of gender has also succeeded in raising an army of humans who believe in that manual so rigidly that you will be totally ostracized should you not live by it too. I put it to you most sincerely and urgently that there are not two gender identities. There are 8 billion. But at the same time, I put it to you that gender is a concept that we do not need at all. It's an invention, a fallacy, a manual for the body that does not stop at defining the body, but also seeks to define you. And this is your responsibility. The concept of gender has restricted human beings in their self-expression and added to the pain and confusion that we all feel sometimes while living in a society that simply does not feel like home. Not just in what we currently call gender identity, but in many aspects of our personal identity. There is currently an uprising of people who are loudly stating, "This manual does not fit me. That's not my gender. This is my gender." But it's not gender we need to be thinking about. It's taking full responsibility for who we know ourselves to be within and expressing that authentically. Let's start building a world where this beautiful practice is welcomed. Throw away any manual that seeks to define you that you did not write. Examine and redefine everything about yourself from the ground up. You are one of 8 billion lights on planet Earth, and you are unique in all the world. Shine.